wishing, you know, someday we can extend the whole alley. Take the project
all the way to across the other one?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. They should do this in all the alleys.
This is considered just demonstration.
Did the city work with you guys?
They were very open and very cooperative to see that it happened.
Probably happy.
Yeah.
That's great. Did you have to rezone to get it pedestrian only?
No.
No?
It's not pedestrian only because these are lockable bollards.
Oh,
they
wow.
can be removed whenever access is needed. In an emergency, they could knock them right over, probably. But the point is, it is accessible for traffic, and that's why there's as much of this planting block that's down.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, this will support a fire truck.
Oh, okay. So it's all,
So,
if emergency, it can come right down.
The two center bollards
Yeah.
are removable.
Oh, okay. So if a truck hits them, they'll just come through.
Well, there's locks on them, so the fire department has the lock, so that they can just unlock them.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, and the service vehicles, because we've got to deal with that too.
So how did you guys start?
So there's the before picture.
Yeah, I saw that. That's awesome. It looks like all the alleys in Seattle.
Excellent. Thanks for bringing the weather with you.
Yeah, I did.
Towed it over. Okay.
So how did you guys get the idea? Was it the building or was it the whole kind of block?
John and Dan, the idea started with John and, we had just come in.
Okay.
So we had just come in and John and Dan said they own, did you meet them?
Not yet, no.
Oh, okay, Motor City Brewing.
I heard it's amazing,
Restaurant and brewery.
Okay.
And so they said, we're thinking of opening up onto the backside to the alley.
Okay.
And so that would mean that they would need to make a little improvement there. Are you interested at all in the alley, kind of from a business standpoint? We said, and I said, the only way that we would be interested is if we used a more sustainable design.
Right.
Dealt with the water, dealt with the plants, and so, and they weren't against it. They went, ooh, that's interesting. And then we did what you guys had done, which is, and if you looked at our resource page, we've got stuff from around the world, the different stuff that's happening. So I came back and said, okay, we got to think through what our requirements are, because this has got to get fire trucks through here. We got to get. So how do we get to something here where you can get the service trucks in? But we give, did you see there's a transportation pyramid that's inverted, it's got the pedestrians on the top.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
That's cool. Right, and the cars are the last.
Yeah.
So what if we could turn it around and not give a priority to cars, but give a priority to people and connect it to the plants and all that. So then I got involved in a design, and then we, started to lay out the options like this at a kind of a conceptual level.
Right.
I think I did the cross section. I said we need this 6 feet, this, and I need a pattern of this and that. And then that's when Woody got involved and did the sketch that's in there.
Okay.
Did you see the sketch?
No. Oh, I saw the drawing. Yeah. I was interested in how many different groups you pulled together to make it happen. Because I read the plaque and it looks like there's a bunch of people that helped out on it and a bunch of grants.
Yes.
So how did that whole process work?
Funding side?
Yeah, the funding side, because that's what everyone's always concerned about, right?
Okay, so we actually work for the UCCA as a neighborhood level organization.
Okay.
And where they go between, they get tens of $millions with grants. And so they had all the contacts at the foundation.
Okay.
So and they represent the Midtown area. So we went to them with the plan, then they took that plan and we wrote a proposal, and they took that then to the funders.
So it's a neighborhood, the Downtown Neighborhood Association type thing?
It's called Midtown.
Midtown. Oh, okay. So it's between the waterfront part of the city and the...
Right, and then the new center.
Okay.
It's the University Cultural Center Association.
Okay.
And UCCA, and it's through Wayne State University.
Okay, that's what I thought. I saw the university sign. And then the Kresge Foundation also helped out?
The Kresge Foundation and the Americana Foundation, both were organizations that donated money for this.
did you present to them on the
No,
side,
no,
or
they
they?
did.
No,
Oh,
we
they
took
did,
the-
okay.
We took the proposal to UCCA, then the UCCA is in conversation with them all the time
Okay.
about funding, and they said, hey, we got this project. So the idea that's helpful is they integrated that for you. So
That's
there's
awesome.
a Greenway loop. This gets, complemented to that.
Okay, so there's a master plan already, kind of
There
in.
is a master.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do they plan to do more?
They do. They want to extend this down, then over, and connect to the Greenway loop. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep, and then one of the women here who owns Avalon Bakery, which you need to stop before you get out of here.
Okay.
They're over on Willis. They have an alley that they want to do. So
Okay.
she's beginning discussions with her neighbors about that.
So
It'd be fabulous.
did you bring a kind of a group from the neighborhood together and signatures, or did you just call the Midtown Association, tell them you had the idea?
Right. So we collaborated.
Okay.
John, Dan, and Peggy and I.
Okay.
And then when we got our ideas down, then John set up a meeting with Sue. Sue came in and said, I love it, and write a proposal, and we'll
That's
we'll go
great.
with it.
And
Oh, yeah.
did the grant cover most of the construction
Yes.
and
Well,
materials?
and then just for your groups,
Yeah.
the lighting, and we went to the utilities and got funding from the utilities.
Oh wow.
So that's
Okay.
a good thing for you to know.
Yeah, that is really helpful.
To the utilities for it.
Because usually the lighting is terrible in our alleys.
Oh, it's terrible, and this is induction lighting, so it's super efficient. And a lot of the utilities have incentives for high efficiency.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the total cost for
So
just the
total
alley?
cost for the alley is around $55,000 for this stretch here.
Okay.
Yep.
That's awesome. And that included excavation and regrading and everything. Did you have a survey first, or?
Yeah.
And did you guys have to hire someone out?
A survey.
A surveyor? Okay,
Yeah.
and then they brought it
Yeah,
out.
because I just thought the last thing you want is people with the construction equipment out here talking about legal boundaries. I mean, all of a sudden your costs are going.
Right,
You
yeah.
might as well spend $1,200 to get
Right.
your survey done.
Right.
So it was helpful.
Yeah, that's great.
Because they identified a lot of the underground utilities.
Right.
It's hard to get utilities to identify correctly.
So I was curious about the utilities before, like in Seattle and Chicago, I think they have a shared sewer where,
We have a commingled
Okay.
sanitary and storm.
okay, and do those run down the streets?
Right there. And that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then before, in the old one, was it sloped to drain? Okay.
I'm sorry. Poorly sloped to drain, right? Yeah.
Slope to pool.
That's the concept. The theory is, yes,
Okay.
it was to go in there. And
Okay.
that was the hardest discussion we had with the city, was they went to look at the code book, and of course, the code says get the water to the storm sewer as quickly as you can.
Right.
And you can see we're crowned in the center, so, I mean, it just freaked them out. Why are, you got it sloped the wrong way.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't understand.
And that was for the permeability?
Well, no, yeah, so the slope here is to make the water run into the permeable pavement.
Okay.
So here, your center line, this is your high point.
Right.
This would be the low point in a standard.
Right.
This would
It's
be
a
your
trough
low point.
typically.
Yeah,
Right.
it'd be a trough. It'll come down. This is high here, slopes to here. Okay?
Yeah.
And then, actually, we sloped it, you can see it all the way out to here.
Okay.
Yep. And then this is actually 2 feet out is the low point.
So did you have to make a basin or anything so that when water drains down, it doesn't go into the buildings?
Right, so on this side, the geotextile was not permeable.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh,
but
it's
on
not
this
permeable.
side, it's permeable. So everything here comes down,
Okay.
right? Are you with me?
Yeah, I get it.
So it washes down and is actually, we have a little, you'll look in there's like a little additional foot right under here. So this is kind of right under here, it goes another foot deeper.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's sloped and then it goes down. So this is all impermeable, so it runs and it goes, you can see the material right there. You see?
Yeah. The white
Yep.
white was part of the pour. Okay. So then, do you know did you guys look at soil? In Chicago, they were telling me that
You're going to do, you're going to want to do perk tests, right?
yeah, that's to see how much water can actually move through. Okay.
Yep, and there's some good stuff, decent stuff online.
Okay. Yeah, they said in Chicago they're shooting for ½ an inch an hour.
Yeah.
Is that similar?
Yeah, well, it's kind of complex here. In Detroit is actually based, this was all swamp and lake bottom.
Okay.
So it's actually highly clay.
So
the
wet.
Right. But the trick of the thing is that we have 200 years of building bubble. So what you have to do, you have to make sure you're either hitting the pocket or broken. Yep.
Okay.
And that's a huge deal. I mean, you can follow it all the way through. The workers that were working here approached us and said, "Here's Andy." He said, "You know, I've never been thanked by as many people as I have about working out here and what I'm doing." And he said, "You got to tell them that I can't stop to talk to everyone because I got to get the job done." So, I mean, there was a response even during the construction.
Wow.
Then you have people walking down here, walking their dogs. We have no, they say, so they're adopting it as a dog park. Peggy's got pictures of the kids out here, and I just heard from someone that in the nighttime at the brewery, that all the parents with the kids are coming out back into the alley to play with the kids.
Wow,
in the
that's
alley.
awesome.
Oh, okay. So they're actually coming to the Motor City, they're ordering, somebody to drink, meeting friends, and then they're going out to play with their kids in the back here.
That's great.
The other night, Motor City was here, and they had 30 people standing in the alley at 9 at night, just having a conversation with one another.
That's awesome.
I mean, so there's no space to do that around here. And then I would say two other stories is we've got a pretty significant homeless community, and they have been overwhelmingly delighted with it and said,
really?
"You must be so proud of it." One said, "This is so nice, I'm bringing my girlfriend back." Right? And then probably maybe the most dramatic story is a woman that was at Motor City. So if you stand here during the day, you will just constantly be in conversation with people walking down the alley. So that's just a given. It's delightful. But there was a woman at the Motor City Brewing Works checking out. And I was telling the story this morning at the opening, and when I walked by her, I said, "Have you been in the alley?" And she said, "Oh yeah, I've been in the alley." But she said, "I can't stay in the alley." "What do you mean you can't stay in the alley?" She said, "You don't understand. I've lived in this area for 18 years, and she said it is emotionally overwhelming to walk down the alley and to know that our alleys could become this."
That's awesome.
So I don't.
Okay, so we got these from Ohio, but these are historic bricks.
Yep.
These are older bricks.
Yep,
These are all Michigan native plants which do well in a Michigan climate, which is generally very wet in the spring and very dry in July and August. So, and then we had a whole entire spreadsheet where we put out the plants and their Latin names and their how tall they were going to get, their color, their season of bloom. So we basically put plants in all according to maybe 7 different factors, like wet or dry soil, all the different types of things that we were looking for. So this is actually quite planned out as far as when things are going to be happening.